So now we're going to show you a tutorial about how to install our Blue Motion undermount drawer glides with the undermount drawer boxes. These are great because they bring the back of the drawer all the way to the face of the cabinet, giving you the most usable space in your drawer box. They also are more nicer and more silent and free flowing than your typical side mount rails. So what we have here is our cabinet that measures from the side wall of the cabinet to the face frame at 1 3/4. In order to get these mounted in there correctly, we wanted to build blocks that were 1 3/4 to put farther in the back of the cabinet that we can screw the back screws into. Now this is already done in this cabinet, so we'll just continue from here. Typically, a good idea to have around is some washers in order to make slight adjustments on the rails if need be. If your cabinet is out of square or something like that, it helps a lot. So what we'll start out by doing is placing the front screw on the rail so that the rail sits right at the back edge of the 1/4 inch that we have installed. I'll come over here. I already have my washer in place. Get right in the middle of the screw hole. Just like the doors, I'll feather it in nice and easy so that I don't end up stripping out the hole there. Now you want to bring the glide out and use a level to get it nice. Take a screw in the back of there. Level it out. Right in the middle of the hole. And feather it in. And we're nice and level. A good idea is to get a couple more screws in that back one just to make sure that you're nice and secure. Once you have that full screw in there and leveled, your chances of shifting that are a lot less. So then we'll move to the next one. And do the same thing. Put the level in there. Get that screw in there, make sure that you're still level, and put another screw in. Now that we have our glides in, we will continue on to put our drawer box in. Now that our drawer rails are positioned inside the cabinet, we're ready to install our box. With these undermount glides, they snap in there with clips that go at the bottom of the box. So you take the clips, and with these gray flat edges, you put them all the way snug into the corner. To screw them in, you want to make sure that you use 1/2 inch screws. Anything larger than 1/2 inch will possibly crack the face frame in the drawer box and make the clip less sturdy. Same with everything, you want to feather these in nice and soft to not strip it out and to relieve some of the pressure that you'll end up putting on this board, and so you won't crack it. What you want to do is make sure that the clip is not only tight in the corner there, but tight and flat on this. That means if you end up putting your screw at an angle and you end up lifting this back edge off there, then your drawer won't clip in correctly. So you just want to make sure that it's flat in the corner and lying flat on the drawer box. I do this by squeezing the clip and going in with this first screw as straight as possible. Nice and easy. Now we're ready for the second screw. You want to make sure that you're as flat as possible. If you go in an angle, you risk lifting up the back end. So I'm just going to get in there. That screw go in nice and flat. Same thing with this. I'm going to push it tight into the side, squeeze the clip, Go in as shallow of angle as I possibly can. And again with our last screw, nice shallow angle, feather it in. We have no cracking, we have nice tight clips. Now we'll move on to installation. Your drawer rail is going to sit in these notches, and there's dowels in the drawer rail that slide into the holes in the back of the drawer. So set up your drawer box in front, bring out your rails, place the drawer box on top of those notches. There's nice little plastic nubs on these rails for you to safely grab onto, and you just want to hold the back corner down and clip it in. The click is very distinct, and then you can push back on the plastic and make sure that they're in. Give the drawer a nice tug, it's in there nice and good, and it goes in there. So for a more clear understanding of how these drawer glides are sitting in the clips, we have this angle for you. So I'm just gonna hold down that back corner, grab onto this plastic, and clip it in. Holding it down, clipping it in. So in order to take them off, what you want to do is you want to squeeze the orange clips. You just reach under, squeeze down, pull the drawer box, it comes right off. Again, hold the back corner, clip it in, clip it in. Now these clips have a little lever on the side there. If I push it all the way like that, that just lifted the front of this drawer box up. That comes in handy when you're putting on your drawer fronts. When you put on your drawer front, it is slightly out of level. You can actually use these adjustments to fix that. So these always start out all the way forward, and that's all the way down. And by pushing it backwards, I'm lifting it up. So I'll just go back and put those at their default location. Make sure that we're nice and clipped on. And there's a greater understanding of your drawer glides and how they work. Last but not least, you want to check each side of your drawer to make sure it went in there square. If it didn't go in square, then you want to make adjustments in the back end to square that out. And that is your undermount Blue Motion soft close drawer box.